Hello, sports fans. Welcome to RV'ing with Luck. I'm Ralph Luck. Sorry for the naked shoulders here. My head's always naked. But it did have a high today of 83 degrees Fahrenheit. It's dropped now as the afternoon's proceeding along to about 81 degrees Fahrenheit, which I've always said 84 degrees is my max Fahrenheit. And I say Fahrenheit because hello to the Canadian and people of India that are out there watching. Surprisingly, about 40% of my viewers from other countries. So anyway, I also have my fan on. So I've always said 84 degrees and below I could deal with in the RV with my fan on and just kind of chilling. But I had been hearing and seeing a lot of stuff on this next topic, COVID-19. Now, I'm going to try and stay very neutral in my comments and not go into politics as well. So, trying not to get political, not trying to take sides. I just want to state what I've heard and seen lately that's letting me know what's coming down the pipeline. And as of today, Biden and his White House press secretary has actually made public announcements about this. But there's been people like Alex Jones and Jimmy Dore and other people out there saying what they feel is coming and really what the White House today has said is coming. Then I'm going to throw in my 2 cents of where it potentially may go and want you to think. But my point of this is I'm in an RV with a cat in the middle of the forest. Now, once the winter months come again, I will be traveling through the cities. I will be wanting to go to small businesses as I sightsee and partake in their food and the entertainment and things like that over the next few months. So yeah, I'm kind of a stationary nomad in the forest right now and nobody around me. But even in this environment, I think it's important to read and listen to what's going on and being said. And I try to keep an open mind and get my information from all sources. I think one of the most important things is freedom of speech. And when places shut down freedom of speech and shut down doctors and comedians and personalities and YouTubers and said, you can't say that, that's misinformation, or hey, you said that, but we've got to add a little asterisk at the bottom to say what you really should be talking about. You didn't have the full context of the subject you were talking about. Anyway, let's talk COVID-19. So I've been hearing for a couple of weeks that mid-September is the time for the start of mask mandates, social distancing, mandates for the vaccine, new and improved vaccines, and how that's going to roll out. So initially I heard, well, you're going to start in some certain places that has certain opinions or values, and sure enough, there's been some colleges and some businesses that are rolling out mask mandates, vaccine mandates. Now, some of the rumors that I heard was that TSA was going to start requiring all their employees to be mask vaccinated, and then it was going to roll out to passengers of airlines, which you don't have to worry about me because I don't have the right driver's license or identification to even get on an airline. So I have no desire to fly. If I can't drive there, then too bad. So a lot of people were saying that's crazy. They're not going to bring back mask mandates. They're not going to bring back vaccine mandates. Those persons that would be up in arms about it would not allow it to go through. And like with anything, again, not taking sides or getting political, but look at the Canadian truckers. They came out in full force with one opinion on vaccine mandates. They had a lot of support from people around the country. So Justin Trudeau and the government up there, again, whether you agree with it or not, squashed and eliminated that uprising of protest. Anyway, my point is you can have major support for a subject. The people could be feeling all one way and have all this major support from others in other countries, but governments are powerful. Again, whether you agree with it or not, I'm not taking sides. If you and I were drinking a beer off camera, I definitely let you know my opinion. But on the YouTube video, I'm trying to remain neutral. So, point of this video is, number one, stay informed. And don't just watch one news source, one media source. Go out there and watch numerous ones. Read the direct literature and postings and updates from the FDA and the CDC. Not saying they're right or wrong, but read them and you'll be more informed. Now, what I've heard is coming has been somewhat confirmed by the White House, where Biden said, yes, we're going to have a new shot coming out, a new vaccine under the new definition of vaccine. And it's going to be great for this new XBB variant or whatever. JP had stated, well, President Biden didn't exactly state things right, but yes, we're going to have one shot to rule them all. Regardless if you've had other shots and boosters, this will be a new shot that everyone needs to take, because of course the COVID-19 vaccine, and this is for YouTube out there, the watchers of YouTube, even for my small channel, that the COVID-19 vaccines, even the one that hasn't been coming out yet, is safe and effective and the best way to keep you from being seriously ill or hospitalized. So go take 1,000 of them. Opponents of this new vaccine say it's like whack-a-mole, that you're a little too late, it's already mutated, blah, blah, blah. Again, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Anyway, there's been literature out there actually reusing the 2 weeks to slow the spread. They're going to implement social distancing, which the CDC admitted that they arbitrarily picked 6 feet. They had no scientific or research backing of why it wasn't 5 feet or why it wasn't 7 feet. That was an arbitrary number. You make your own opinion on that. But in addition to the masks and vaccine requirements, social distancing coming up, like I stated, see if the TSA implements this and then it goes to all flight passengers. That's what I've heard. Again, not taking sides, just what I've heard. If you recall, that led to lots of lockdowns. Hundreds of thousands of small businesses went out of business. Children were kept from schools, which the facts are showing now negatively impacted those students in a variety of ways. The suicide rates spiked for younger people. I'm not saying why or coincidence, correlation, but what I've been hearing is mask mandates, all these things are going to be coming back. Now, what that does, President Biden wants to give billions of dollars to help develop these vaccines for the new variants. Funny thing is, pharmaceutical industry then makes mega billions, if not trillions, on these vaccines, but they don't repay the government, which is our money here in America. Our taxpayer money goes to them. They make at least billions, and great for them. They're capitalists, right? And I have to let you know that this video is not sponsored by any pharmaceutical companies. So you got to wonder, this stuff's going to roll out September and October, and potentially then that starts leading to the government having more control to do lockdowns and other requirements and things like that. And here's things that I've been hearing is that rolls into the 2024 presidential election and opens up the policy of a lot more mail-in ballots. And you may think, oh, that's great. That keeps me safe. I can mail in my ballot. I don't have to go in person. Well, opponents of mail-in ballots state is that those mail-in ballots then lead to the potential for a lot more inappropriate, illegal jerry-rigging of the election. You be the judge. I'm just saying, I see this coming down the pipe. Again, not saying it's a good or a bad thing, that we're going to be going into a lot more COVID-19 restrictions, and you should be aware. Regardless of your opinion, get informed, be informed, read and watch a lot of different sources. Go to the source. Go to the FDA, the CDC. Go to the WHO, which is the World Health Organization. See what they say. It may change your opinion one way or another, or at least you'll be more informed. I know this was a different type of video, but I thought it important to throw it out there and see what you think. I'd love to hear your comments. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that thumbs up button. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. I post a new video about every day or two, and typically it's on my life in the RV with a cat. This, though, does impact me and friends and family, and impacts you no matter where you are in the world, because many times as the U.S. goes, so does other countries. So from Ninja and I, bid you adieu. Go out there, be positive, be nice, be active.